All right, let's get into it. All right, welcome back. This week we are joined again by Hell's Dawn. We got Shirui, Eatrum, The Consensus,
Hey.
and Zeno. So last week we just came out of the elemental plane of water, and on this giant ship, Old Blackfin, which comes crashing out, nearly half of this giant ship now stuck in this very peaceful yet gloomy river slash pond. You guys take refuge in the night under the canopy of the waterfall, and half your party leaves in the next morning on a trek, just kind of because they're ticked off and they're done with being ordered around. Lou Luxford, your new old pirate buddy, who helped you get back to your homeworld. I didn't realize it would get so bad. You guys were actually attacked by Truth mid transfer between different planes, and that's why you guys like half your ship got basically eaten up, and you saw Lou just get totally devoured by this giant shadowy nebula dragon. This Truth being this primordial dragon that's kind of been around since the dawn of time, who really doesn't like one of our party members, Zeno. And Zeno's patron being kind of the opposite to Truth, a dragon called Grandeur, kind of always at ends with each other. They kind of represent two halves of the same coin. Cool. So you guys, having just eaten what food there is left, it's mostly canned sardines and different pickled vegetables, a lot of stuff that's kind of left over from the elemental plane of water, a lot of weird algae and stuff that you guys have as rations. Basically, you have like a month's worth of rations here. You have 8 members. Actually, there's 9 members if you count Elvesh. Elvesh is someone that you were sent on a mission to find, and hopefully that they would be able to help you in return. So yeah, you guys are all hanging out. It's rather a dull and gloomy day. There's kind of like this eternal smoke and fog that is that kind of winds itself into every little bit of your being, and it smells like there's like a bog or something close by. It's like stenchy, and this kind of just like drains the energy out of you. So you guys waking up this morning, I'll take 1 level of exhaustion. You're waking up a little bit more tired than usual. It's been a rough trip through the elemental plane of water back to your homeworld. This just means...
Yeah, what does exhaustion mean? I'm actually not familiar with that. What does that do?
So there's different levels of exhaustion. The first level...
You have disadvantage on ability checks. The second level, your speed is halved. The third is you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. The fourth level is your HP max is halved. At 5, your speed is reduced to 0, and at 6, you are dead.
So this makes sense, kind of for you. You guys are actually feeling like just weighed down by this place. There's these kind of craggy spires that come up, which are part of the mountaintops you grew up with, but they're a lot more ominous now, Shirui. You guys like kind of pack your stuff and have most of your stuff on your back. You have the 8 members of your crew who are all kind of sitting around a camp, kind of just some of them look scared, some of them really are kind of just looking for leadership. I can just tell you who's at your campfire right now. You got Zhang Gang, the male dragonborn, the gold one from the ship. You have Gergom Goodfight. He's a dwarf. You have Hogdiggs Brightheart. He's a kind of a lion folk. He's got like this gray mane that goes back over his head, and he's got an eye patch.
That name, I'm sorry.
It's Hogdiggs. Yeah. Hogdiggs, HJOGDIGGS. It's kind of a weird name. You got Valdemar Grindel. He's an orc. He was a gunner on the ship. Urson Silverpome. He's an elven man. You got Edalee Clive, who's a human female. You have Kez Farfire. He's a goblin male. He was also part of the bombing crew. And then you have Fark, who is your bullywug friend with big bulbous eyes. And Elvesh, of course.
Right.
So,
Okay.
you guys, there's a crack of thunder off in the distance. You hear like a screech, like a large creature screeching. And you can't help but look back, and you see the castle just looking very ominous. And this is the place where your grandfather has chosen to make his home village. And you like have to climb up into a tree to like kind of get like to even get past some of like the smoke and fog here. Roll me a perception check, Shirui.
Okay. $17.
17. Cool. All right. So you see there are people moving up ahead. They are armored and they look like soldiers. They're heavily armored. They and you catch a glimpse of them, and they're actually riding these like slick these kind of like long slender dragons as mounts.
Does the rest of the party notice this, or just Shirui?
Just Shirui at the moment. He's
Okay.
kind of climbed this like old rotting tree to kind of see past some of the bog smoke. You see off in the distance, kind of like down in this valley, these guys riding on dragons, and they're carrying people, like people who are kind of like chained with manacles behind their back, and they're kind of being pushed along this valley road here, like a little bit down like the road, and you kind of see them move off into some of the bog and the smoke, and they become invisible to you. You lose line of sight basically.
Okay.
So yeah, what direction do you guys want to go? Where are you guys traveling?
Well, I think we want to head towards the Feywilds at least, right? In that general direction, or like Shirui, how are you feeling? I know this is your homeland. You seem a little sketched out. Are you? What do you think?
those I saw people. He had them chained up. The soldiers taking them somewhere.
Were they
It's-
definitely hostile?
They were definitely his men,
Okay.
but I think were transporting prisoners. But I, f- my grandfather is too powerful to not know that we are here.
I think so. Okay.
I'm s- I'm scared. I'm very afraid.
I understand. Well, I personally, I would suggest we keep moving no matter what. If we're in this territory, it doesn't seem like we're in a good place to be. We need to stay on our feet and continuously move if we can, at least. What do you guys think? I'm gonna let Shuri take the lead here. Zeno is the captain. I'll follow who's ever orders. But
I'm now curious who those people that he has captured are. Does that mean that there are still people alive in Nanjing? That maybe there are still those out there that aren't under his control?
do you want to tail him? We can tail him.
I want to, but I'm afraid that maybe it's too risky. If he sees us, Yitram, we can't be seen by him.
Okay.
I can't be seen.
I'll take that to heart, Shuri.
I don't know if it's best to poke the hornet's nest in our current state.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't get any sleep last night. This is all so bad.
Okay.
Well,
I think we should just tail him, but yeah.
So you have an option here. You guys can I know you guys wanting to go north. You guys were talking about traveling through the desert of Kishu. I also heard somebody say that they wanted to go east towards the water at some point. I don't know who said that. But whoever is helming the journey, give me a survival check with disadvantage.
Guess that would be Shuri, right? Shuri or Zeno.
I'll do it. Nat 1. Nothing beats a nat 1. We getting lost, boys.
All right. You move down into a valley as you're tracking these people, and you realize that you have lost their footprints, and you actually, there's a sickness to this place. You find yourself passing a rock structure, like not once but twice. You guys are just becoming confused and tired, and when you lay down to rest, you don't feel any better. But before, yeah, go ahead.
when we passed the same rock structure for the second time, I'm gonna go up to Shiroi and are you sure you're still familiar with this area? I imagine it's this isn't how you left it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure we've been right here before.
I don't know anymore. I'm so confused. I'm so lost. None of this looks the same.
Can I try and make like
sheer fear in Shirui's eyes. He knows that we're here. This is him.
I'm gonna like kind of put my hands on your shoulders and just like look you in the eye and like, well, we'll make it out of this. Your grandfather may be powerful, but you know, we're only growing towards being able to deal with him ever closer.
And as you say that, you hear a twig snap. And you look off in the distance and you see someone kind of just like cloaked figure running off into the brush, into the bramble.
Wait, I'm sorry. What do we see running into the bramble?
You see a cloaked figure running into the bramble.
Okay. Okay.
Like how far away are they?
They're probably about 45 feet away.
No! Stop them! They'll tell him!
I'm gonna
tries to run after him.
I'm gonna summon my scythe at like the full sized and go with double speed. So 60 towards it.
Okay.
And shit. Okay, never mind. Fuck.
So I picture you just like bounding, like jumping from there is a little bit of difficult terrain actually. Wait, is it magical or are you just running pretty fast?
I mean, I'm not sure what the flavor is. I kind of always imagine that if it's like a huge scythe, you're kind of like, you know, running with it behind you. I mean, I was assuming it was some kind of magical. I don't know if you were giving.
Yeah. No. I mean, I was just wondering if you were casting, if it was like you were ripping open a portal to run. I don't know, like that's kind of how I pictured it. But that kind of just leaves a bad. That leaves a bad taste. Like you could do that whenever. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
I'll just say, you roll me an athletics check because you're having to move pretty quickly through some difficult terrain.
Seven.
Okay. You get about halfway down this ravine and slip off a rock and fall on your back. The figure, you see them just disappear into the mist. But you look up overhead and you see a great dragon. Like, just like whoosh its wings. It pays no attention to you. It doesn't even see you guys. But you see it fly overhead. It's a red dragon.
Oh man.
Red dragon.
You pick yourself up off your back and you want to get back with your team. Okay. You guys get back to that strange rock structure, which you've now been at for probably a good 15-20 minutes. You put your packs back on, you begin walking again. Elvesh, like he looks over you all troubled. He's gonna try and heal. He's gonna try and do a or does anyone need heals? Everyone full health?
Yeah, long rest. I'm all set.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, should be fine.
Okay. He goes, just kind of provides everybody with a little bit of water as everyone's walking. He's like, be sure to drink. Yes. The forest will play tricks on your mind. And you guys are kind of just traveling for a little while before you get to the edge of this town. And it's a rather run-down town. It's gloomy. It's shrouded in this fog. There's smoke, and the buildings are like 3 or 4 stories tall. They look to be quite big, but rather old. What do you do?
How old? Like, is this my old village? Or is this further to the east?
Make a history check.
At disadvantage, I'm guessing.
Can I also
7.
make a perception check?
Yeah, with disadvantage. Yes,
Okay.
you can make perception.
7 for history.
Okay. This place looks like really old. Like things are like boarded up and like things just look not new. With a 7, things don't look too new to you. Also, like the buildings are all kind of weird. Like they're not like, they just don't look like they're from around here. Also, you know this area. There's not supposed to be a town here. That's another thing. What'd you say?
So I imagine I didn't see shit either. I had to throw away my 18 and get a 5.
You got a 5.
Yeah.
You just catch kind of like you catch like gloomy figures come out of buildings wearing nothing but like hooded robes, and they take off their hoods. You can see they are very strange looking. You just catch their figure, but you see horns.
Could Yitrim? Oh, wait, no, Yitrim doesn't see this, or does Yitrim see this as well?
Yeah. At this point, you guys all see these figures. They come out, draw some water from the well, and then return to a house. But lots of the houses look like with a wind that it would just kind of blow right through them.
Do they look like tiefling horns? Or some other type of demon?
I would say they don't look like tiefling horns.
Okay, all right.
Do they look like dragon horns?
They do look like dragon horns.
Ooh, okay. Narrow it down a little bit.
Can I try to talk to one of them? Just like any of them? You said they all go back up into their.
You guys are pretty far away. You're kind of like on the edge of town. You can kind of see these figures moving through town. If you wanted to move down into the town, you could.
I'm cool with moving in. Do you guys want to go check this out? This looks pretty intense. We can hold back a little bit, kind of sneak if we want to.
It
Be very
starts
cautious.
raining.
Okay.
Put my hood up.
The rain's just gonna give us cover, so.
Let's try to seek shelter somewhere out of this rain.
Okay.
Well, let's proceed with caution. I think.
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
in
Let's
the-
proceed with caution. As we sneak, Utrim's just gonna cast hush on himself, so I have the advantage saving throw on, like, you know, sneaking or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Okay.
I'm
For
gonna.
10 minutes.
Remember way long ago when you gave us masks?
Yeah.
I still have mine, I think. Or can I make a check to see if I still have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Check. Has been a while. Is that disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta check because there's a lot of shit. You guys have been through some crazy shit. What'd you get?
I rolled a 5 and a 4, so a 4.
So yeah, you probably left it like literally like the first place in the first inn. Like you stayed. Some kid came in and got a sweet magical mask when he rented the room.
Total sense. As a child, I left many things behind, and
Me too. My Pokemon Yellow. My Pokemon Yellow. I'll never have it back.
Oh,
My
That's-
favorite.
Dude, I still
little-
have it.
and my stuffed animal appropriately named Dog.
What type of animal was it?
Is a dog.
Oh wow.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
I just gotta put a hood up, and I think I have some loose clothing to tie, like maybe a scarf over my face.
Eatrim and Consensus. Roll me a Arcana check. Ooh, mid-drift.
Yitrim got a 13 on that Arcana check.
That's with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. This place feels magical,
Okay.
but this feels like the Doom Vault.
So it's a much more like, I don't know, not evil type of magic, but it's a little discerning, I would guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some type of magical curse upon this land. You're not sure what it is. It's similar to something of the Doom Vault. You're not really sure at the moment. But you feel a little bit on edge, like the hairs on the back of your head are beginning to stand up a little bit.
Okay. Yitrim's going to relay to everyone in the party just to, stay on their toes, be very conscious of where they're stepping, keep an eye on everything. Just everyone be very careful. I don't get a good feeling. Everyone stay on their toes, please.
Okay. You approach a building. Are you guys moving stealthily, or are you guys?
Well, I'm assuming it's stealthily. I used Hush on myself, so I have advantage on stealth checks at the moment. So, wait, before we continue, does anyone have like detect magic they could possibly use in the area just to keep a peace of mind?
Consensus doesn't, but it's worth knowing for Pat that Consensus auto fails stealth checks right now.
Ah, gotcha. Did you
That makes a lot of sense.
Consensus, roll a Arcana check for me with
Another one?
disadvantage. Oh, did you get it? I didn't hear you.
Oh,
What
I
did you-
was muted for that one. I think it was an 18.
18. That was disadvantage.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
it was a 26 with without disadvantage.
Okay. Let's see. You realize that there is a curse upon this town.
Ha!
You're not entirely sure what drives the curse or like what the components were of it, but
Could I tell like what specifically was cursed? Was it just like the town, etc., or was it like?
your eyes look over the people in your party, and some of the people that you saw within town, and you witness kind of like it's hard to really tell, but like you're putting all the pieces together as you approach in town. You're kind of rather clunkily you're thinking about all this, and you realize that you think that some of the people in your party might be trapped here, and you're not sure why. Just some of them. You're looking at some of them, and like it's some sort of like force field around the edge of this town.
So it's a literal trapping, not like I could never leave. I want to, but I can't.
Yeah,
Like it's a physically they are unable to leave.
physically they are unable to leave. You, however, are not, and you realize your little buddy Yitrim is good too.
Huh.
You guys, like as you're kind of inspecting the outside of town, you and Yitrim are kind of like, he expresses that he kind of has a bad feeling about this whole place, that there's like some this kind of like some sort of arcane dark arcane magic that's like in the works here, and you don't realize it till you're kind of the rest of your party's in, but you think it has something to do with the dragon nature of the rest of your party, the dragon blood within them.
So do I have a sense of like there being like a clear boundary, like apart from it just being magical? Like, is there like a, a lot of times in curses they'll have like a you can't go past the third tree on the river, blah or whatever. Like, there's like is there like a physical indicator, or is it just a kind of if they walked up to it they would bump and stop?
Yeah. So it's like kind of like a bump and stop sort of thing, but
Okay. Like an invisible wall in a video game.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
they're already past it on the other side. Like,
yeah, they're in a dome, for lack of a better term.
Sure.
Yeah, they're just kind of like trapped, and they haven't really figured this out yet. But
well, you wouldn't until you tried to leave, would you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you kind of you get the idea that there's something having to do with the blood that these guys carry within their veins. And it doesn't affect you or Yitram because you're not dragons.
And I don't have blood.
And you don't have blood.
All right. All right. Interesting.
I'm about to bleed on my party member.
So you guys, I'll let you think about this. If you guys want to approach some of the houses in town, you can do that. If you guys kind of want to just take a moment to like camp on the outside of town, you can also do that. There's not a lot of cover on the outside of town, but it is raining pretty heavily. There's that kind of stench of the muck that's kind of starting to clear a little bit as the heavy rain falls.
Well, Yitram would love to explore the town. Maybe check out some houses or some shelter. I don't know. See what's, take a deeper look at what's going on in here. But,
okay. There's immediately on ahead, on the entrance to town, there's a rather large house, 3-story house, and then a 2-story house, and then a 1-story house. On the other side of the street, it's flipped reverse. So there's like a 1-story house, 2-story house, 3-story house so going down.
Okay.
Which one do you want to check out?
Let's check out the 1-story. Let's take it easy.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd like to go into the 1-story on the left side, and check it out and see if look for around, cabinets, drawers.
Gotcha.
Obviously if no one's occupying the household currently. If I have free reign inside that house, I'll dig a whole lot deeper.
Damn, you about to break and entering.
Dude, hush! They don't see me. I'm good. I'm stealthy.
As you guys are going inside the house, it's a rather small house, a one room house. It looks like somebody's been living here. There's some rather dingy mats laid out across the ground. You don't see anybody within here.
Nothing that looks suspicious. No drawers, dressers, or anything like papers hanging out anywhere. It's pretty empty, I guess.
Pretty empty.
Okay.
At this point, you guys notice a door crack open from across the ways, and a rather large person steps out. And they also have great horns, and they're under like a great awning on a porch.
Yitram's gonna immediately hide if he can. Any place he can, any underneath a table or a bed or anything like that, he's gonna hide if he can.
Okay. You hide and you just kind of get a glimpse over this guy. He is very large. He's got features that almost resemble a bear. But he's got these kind of great dragon horns that kind of move past and down the backside of his head.
Do I notice any markings or anything on his robes or anything like that that might stand out?
He looks rather old, I'll say.
Okay.
He's got like he's like a anthropomorphic like bear man, I guess, mixed with the dragon. He's got like parts of his like the bridge of his nose are rather dragon-like, and like he's got a rather stern-looking face. And he has very plain ratty clothes, kind of just wearing an apron, and he catches your party as they're entering, and you see Elvesh turns to you and says, I think we have a visitor, and kind of points to you guys at this guy. He goes, I mean you no harm.
Oh, hey, is this the end? I thought this was the end. Oh, okay. Oh.
This is the museum.
Please join me. He motions you all. You can see he holds a door open. He goes, oh my, so many visitors. What do you guys do? Do you guys just go in?
I am hiding behind Uncle Zeno.
You're hiding in the house?
What
Says
Well,
I
don't know if they
your
even came with me.
apprehension.
I went solo. I don't know if anyone else came
What?
with me.
what color
Very
dragon
evil.
is?
I think
What'd you say?
What, like, you're saying he has like some draconic features, but
Yeah.
like, is there like a color tone to
Yeah, he's got
this guy?
red scales that kind of mesh with fur.
Okay. Xeno's grandpa's probably fucking all kinds of crazy. Can I make like an insight check or attempt to
Sure.
make?
You can make one with disadvantage.
Damn it! Half of my rolls are really good. I got a 9.
9.
Yep.
This dude has horns like Shirui.
All right, that's a lot of insight. He seems reasonably nice as of the 0 interaction we've had.
Says you must all be hungry. Do you like tea?
Germ pops out from his hiding
This-
spot. I love tea. Oh, sorry.
We have plenty of tea and rice. And he welcomes you all in. You see there are like 2 children, or no, there's no children. Sorry, I didn't mean to. That is a point I will bring up later and you'll understand why. You look in, there are only elderly people here. And they come from all walks of life, or they look like a wide variety of people. You have an old lady who has almost pig-like features, and has these horns that kind of come out and they kind of like swivel at the back of her head, and they go down. It has like draconic-like features. You can see there's like an old billy goat guy whose horns look like dragon horns as well. And you see that they look at you and they don't express any sort of joy. They look withered. They look worn out from this place.
Do they look physically hurt?
They don't look physically hurt.
Okay.
Although they do look like they look like they're aging more than they should, I'll say.
Like super emotionally drained.
Yeah, these are
Stress
just
is
like these
aging
people
them,
look
yeah.
like they've been here a long time.
Okay.
And the guy, the bear man says, so you found your way to this cursed town, and for that I'm sorry.
What can you tell?
I'm sorry, I wasn't done. I'm just kidding. What'd you say?
What can you tell us about this town?
He says, he grumbles, kind of gets, passes you a bowl of rice, and says, Shino-kuro village was a town that never was meant to prosper. This is a place where we are tossed aside and left to rot, drained of our energy. I see. They were gentle with you, were they? I see no scars. He pulls up your arms, as you're eating, and like you can see, like he looks on and he says, I see they were gentle. No scars on your arms then. You can see up his arms and back are like places where the fur and scales have been like, they'll never grow in because his arms are like so scarred. The Great One in his castle. We are his kin.
Can Ytrim butt in real quick?
Sure.
Ytrim's going to ask, like, so who governs you? Who's in this castle? Can you give me some details?
Well, my name is Aveneth. Or Avanth. Aveonth. He says, I am the appointed leader here. We are just prisoners, but I see that people get what they need. Those who don't survive, we make sure they get a proper burial.
Understand. Well, I'm sorry to be rude, but you didn't really answer. Who's governing you? I mean, who holds power over you? Why are you guys living in such despair?
The Dragon Emperor.
Why does he want to keep us trapped here?
This place is being sucked dry. The souls of those who live here feed some sort of power source. We're trapped. Nothing can reverse this from the inside.
Are you guys essentially just livestock? That's what it sounds like.
We are those who he could not meld, those who he could not turn into weapons. We still have the dragon blood within our veins. So he tries to use us how we may. We are just treasure to him. But we are better alive than dead.
No one should be treated like this. That sounds horrible. Shit. Ytrim looks back to Shiroi. Did you know this is going on? These people are just dying. They're just being used for their power, is what it sounds like.
Shiroi takes off his scarf from his face and takes his hood off.
You see, like, everyone, there's an audible gasp. Everyone's like, oh, oh. You see them say, they point and they say, Jet.
Jet? What do you... No, I'm Shiro.
You see, the bear steps forward. You're his pet.
I'm no one's pet.
He looks at you, very long and very hard.
With my baby.
He says, This one shares our blood. Unlike Jet.
I guess you speak of my brother. Does he look
Your
like
brother.
me? Have black hair?
Yes.
Kuro is what
He's
he was once called.
just around here. You lose your name when he breaks you. He's called Jet now. And he's a weapon for the Emperor. And he's like, he passes food to everybody. He says, all right, dig in. And he starts, everyone starts eating. You see some more people come in from outside. They say, oh, are we late? Oh, didn't realize they had so many visitors. Who are these folk then? You see them take off their hoods. They are like what do you call them? They are what do you call them? They're Aarakocra, but they're like they got like roostery feather. They got like roostery feathers, and they have horns as well. And you can see there's like a small little family that's kind of formed here of the survivors, the people who couldn't be broken by your grandfather Shirui. And albeit you start to put together the idea that your grandfather was a very powerful dragon. He sowed his seed in many places. Not really like not really caring of like what would come of his kin. He uses them like batteries, and for what purpose you're unsure, but these people are your extended family.
Oh my god.
You have a huge family, Shirui. These guys are all your family.
That's so cute.
I knew he fucked.
Really happy about this.
As now, we dragons are stuck here while they play their games. We are drained. They are building that great cathedral, whatever, cathedral of death. They call it Hunger Halt. That great, he goes on to describe the arena to which they're going to fight this great tournament in. They're calling it Hunger Halt.
Hunger Halt.
How long is it now until the tournament?
You're not really too sure. You're not really sure how much time has passed since you've been in the elemental plane.
I was trying to ask around.
Oh, you're asking people in person. Okay, sorry.
I mean, if we're at the table,
Yeah,
I mean, I guess
absolutely.
directing towards,
You can kind of just be like, what year is it? These people are actually they probably wouldn't know either. They're a little bit estranged, like kind of just castaways like themselves. They're not really too sure on the land or.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, putting it out there.
Yeah.
But they would know the year, wouldn't they?
What is
You know what? I'm gonna say they wouldn't know the year because they're from the Fae. They're
Makes
Fae
sense.
creatures.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah, they all just like kind of shake their heads, and you ask these questions, and they're all just kind of like confused. Sorry, we couldn't be more help.
How long
And
have you all been here?
well, for some of us, our entire lives. I have been here 34 years.
34 years. So you would have lived in the village with my family.
He looks confused.
Do you not remember Okami Village?
He looks frightened, like a little bit scared. This place draws on your memory. It's as if your very essence is ripped from you. Some days we do not leave our homes. Some days the only relief is to stay in bed.
There's got to be some way to stop this. Is there anything that we can do?
If I was a younger man, maybe.
Well, we are.
Hell's Dawn.
Please.
We're not gonna let you wither away in this place. We're going to get out of here.
We're
And
family. I can help you.
Well, there is one who's been here longer than anyone. He like points to the corner. You can kind of see this little old lady who's kind of like curled up in this nice little like against rags on the ground, very sick. Survived 60 years of torture, she did. They couldn't break her. And points over to this lady who has who is got like looks kind of like a monkey, has like a shriveled monkey nose, and has like tiny little dragon horns. She kind of coughs, so you know she's alive. If you have any questions, maybe she could be of help.
You go over and talk to her.
He says,
Eastern follows.
I believe there's a house across the street. The 2-story one. If you all want to make yourselves at home there, I don't believe anyone is living there anymore.
Thank you for your hospitality. Hell's Dawn appreciates it.
I'll leave you all to get settled. And kind of dusts himself off. Goes into the kitchen with the little old pig lady.
Well, shit. Yeah, we want to go talk to this old lady, right? Utrum's following Shiroi, so.
Yeah, I gotta go talk
Yeah.
to Obaba.
All right. What do you guys do? You approach this lady. She's not even looking at you. Like, eyes are shut, but kind of like feels you approach and reaches out and grabs your ankle, Shirui, and says, "Ah, little brother, come close."
You remember me?
I remember all my little brothers and sisters.
I can see she's not looking at you. She's just kind of grabbing at your hands. She's very weak.
You get closer to her so she can use me as a balancing, or no, what am I trying to say? Like something to hold on to.
Like kind of looks at you, like stands up, and or just picks herself up, leans against the wall, and kind of looks at you, like rubs her eyes and says,
I'm gonna get her a chair. Is there a
Oh,
chair
my.
anywhere I can get her a chair to sit in?
there's no chairs, no. Just kind of looks at you, says,
Oh my, you look just like your mother. Ah! Oh,
Granny, what happened here?
Obasa.
Do you know of any way we can put a stop to this?
there is a bad little brother. He is a bad brother, and he must be punished. He is draining our souls into a crystal of sorts. And it's not far, but it might be the key. We must return the souls to the source to break the curse.
like starts to like get tired and fall back for a second. You get the idea. They're talking about something like some sort of well, consensus like kind of gets the basic thing here. They're talking about draining souls and putting them into objects. But this one and she says, if
This little brother, his name is Shojiro. He's a real rat. He's also... He likes to pull the strings here. If we can stop him, I believe we can get the crystal. It's a great egg. She describes this kind of gem, this kind of teardrop-shaped gem, big, great soul gem. You get the idea. She kind of starts describing that the bejewel from like the one that was on the queen's crown. A gem especially known for its ability to retain the soul of a creature, or multiple souls in this case, as little bits of them are kind of being plucked from you guys as you spend your time here. Not very nice. Not very nice, I'll see that.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, what's being plucked from us?
Just little bits of your soul.
Like just gradually,
just
like
a
our
little
souls
bit.
being leached? Just a little bit.
Just a
bit of
little
my
tiny
ding-dang
bit. You're
soul.
not using that little bit of your soul.
Oh my
You're
god.
not using all of it. It's like your brain. You only use 10% of your brain at a time. You're only losing like 5% of your soul.
But she says,
Shojiro, he works in a tower down the ravine, up the road. It's long past the bounds of this town. So, unfortunately, we're trapped here.
We can't even go. We can't even leave to go there.
You cannot. We can.
Real consensus,
can't ask-
whatever consensus say is true. So so wait, so Shojiro is a fucking rat. He needs to be stopped, right?
Correct.
Okay.
He's called the Puppet Master.
The Puppet Master. Okay.
For clarity,
That doesn't sound good.
is he an actual rat? Or is this a metaphor?
I think that's a metaphor. Consensus. I'm just saying that he's scummy. I use just rat, yeah. But yeah.
We are 20% more concerned.
True. All right. Well, fuck, dude.
Eutrum, it seems you and I, you and we, are the, well, anyway, we are the only ones who can actually leave. To
Yeah,
pursue this rat man.
God, sounds like it, doesn't it? Oh, well. How you doing with that shovel as a leg? You able to move around pretty well?
Less optimal mobility.
Yeah. Damn. I could try to.
It is what it is.
I could try to revert time, but I'm not very good at it. I didn't finish my education. Damn it.
We are not chronomancer, but we suspect that would put the leg back where it was at a different time. None of those times were here.
Yeah, but okay. Well, if you're ever up for it, I can give it a shot. I can't guarantee you're gonna have a leg back, but something might happen.
Neither
So
breaks
wait,
my
so
leg nor steals my wallet.
Wait, is everyone trapped but me Consensus? I'm sorry, I'm a little lost.
I guess we've got a bunch of party members. Like,
Yeah,
NPCs.
you have basically anyone who has draconic blood is trapped here
Let's see, okay.
in town.
Fuck.
So,
Okay.
but luckily,
We do have crew members.
this place was like really this. You get the idea that this place was not here. They talk about this town and how it like its surroundings change, but it's impossible to leave. But they didn't really understand because they don't really know the extent to the curse. This old lady kind of is starting to get the idea after being tortured for a very long time. You get the idea. She's kind of wise.
Can Eadram test this? Can Eadram just walk outside of this little village just to make sure he can escape if he wants to?
Sure. Yeah, you go on the outskirts of town and just kind of
before
like
I do that, I just let all my party members know I'm just testing it out. I'll be right back.
If you're doing that, I think I'm gonna go with you and just test Demension Door as a thing that
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, for sure.
Xeno would do. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
you walked like no problem, Yitram. You get to the outskirts of town, where these kind of two rocks kind of make it this archway, and it's like this pathway to get on like up this mountain pass and out of this valley, which kind of like encompasses this town. And you're able to like walk through no problem. Now, Xeno,
Alright.
you get there and you're like, you bump your nose against it, and you like it's an invisible door, or like a screen door. There's a really clean screen door, and you like take a step back, like charge Dimension Door, like open up the rift, and you see as you open up that rift, it doesn't work. You open it up and you basically try to walk through, and you walk through and you just bump yourself on the nose again.
Okay.
Shit. All right. Well, Yitram's gonna head back and I guess let the consensus know that he can probably pass through as well, since he's a not draconic in any way.
Wait, can
So-
I can pass through it since I'm only a halfie?
No, because all these guys are half.
Oh yeah, you're right. Cool. Yeah, got it. Yep.
Holy moly! So wait, you guys are fucking trapped? What the fuck? Okay.
Ask you.
When
So
we-
okay,
when
so
we
the only
get-
way to break. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nathan.
When we get back, I guess I'm gonna like address all of our new party members and inform them that Hell's Dawn, a guild that compensates its members very well historically, will needs the aid of anyone willing to fight and offer a hand to retrimming the consensus.
Okay. Well, obviously, Zhang Yang can't go because he's dragon. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, including Elvesh. If you wanna bring these people along.
Okay, and I just want to clarify before I don't want to get anything messed up here. So, in order to break, so essentially this is a curse that's keeping them here. Is that right?
You get the idea that there's like a blood curse upon this land.
I see. And the only way to break that blood curse or whatever it is
To kill a
to-
mouse.
to kill Shojiro, or am I
Yeah.
okay? The puppet master. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
And he's at
Fucking rat.
he takes place at a like his encampment is at a tower just up the road. That's what the old lady said. And ideally the idea is to bring the stone back, and upon bringing it back, there's kind of like this return to, you return the thing to its source, it cures the thing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, damn. Consensus. I think it's just me, you, and the rest of the crew here. I think we could take down Shojiro, but he seems to be the main culprit of this blood curse. I feel like we need to get rid of him as soon as possible.
Seems our alternatives are limited. Did you need more convincing, or should we go?
No, I think we should go. But before we do go, so this is a curse. Is there any way to break a curse other than destroying the source of the curse? Is there any spells that could be possibly done that I'm not aware of? In my education, I'm not really.
Well-
I don't know of anything.
Let's see. This is like very powerful magic, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah,
This is
obviously.
ancient magic too. This is draconic.
Unless one of you guys has a wish scroll floating around somewhere, I think we probably have to kill this rat guy.
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like. Okay.
You don't think we would have used our wish scroll?
That's a
how-
fair point.
That's how we got our first airship, Jeffrey.
That was a
Wait,
good
really?
wish.
Yeah,
Yeah, they wish for it.
We would.
Oh my god, awesome.
yeah, it was amazing.
And then
we
they
wished for
crashed it.
several
Priorities.
things. We wished for several things, and one of them was an airship. Which
Yeah.
we then
The other
Which we really
the other
wanted.
wish was
We
very
really wanted.
kind-hearted. They wished for a fire giant to be to get safe, to be safe. That was nice. It was nice
Speaking
and
of which, we
wholesome.
never really followed up with him. did
He
we?
deserved it.
That'll come back.
No,
That'll
yeah.
come back at some point. You guys will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll run into
That
him.
dude can ride like a fire or a magma elemental around inside a volcano. He was worth saving.
It's
true.
It was huge. He was the largest thing that we have encountered.
Okay, so Yitram wants to make sure he wants to make sure the group is good to go, I guess, right? We want to set off and do this.
Mm-hmm.
We want to set everyone free, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the
Okay.
plan.
All right. So we
So
have.
do you want to take any steps before you guys go? Do you want to do anything? Do you want to have like a dope Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man scene where you get inside the consensus and like you come out in Afghanistan and shoot all the demon dragons?
Oh man. I don't know.
I'm gonna give the consensus a couple of my weapons if he wants them.
Wouldn't turn him down.
Shirui pulls out a sword scroll and like all of his weapons pop up and he's like, so I got this trying to fish command, I got a kingdom key, there's this dancing blade, you can use my dad's dagger, I got this silver star of luck, which is a giant glowing shuriken.
Yeah, this one is just like it's like a he's pulling out like something made of pure starlight. Like it's
Like
beautiful
nothing.
and it's like a legendary item. He's just like picking them up and like, yeah. Yeah, it's like a silver ring. It's like it's got like these spikes on either side. It's like a giant shuriken.
I think those are all the weapons I have.
And I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Eterum's all set too. He's actually gonna. No, yeah, Eterum's all set. So I'm down to set off whenever. We know the general direction of Shojiro. I guess the directions were given by that elder, so we have the general area of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, damn. So okay, so we have me, the consensus, Elvesh. Should we like give a roll call, or who do we know is coming with us, or is it everyone else that's able other than the dragon?
It's up to you.
Dragonborn?
Do you want everyone else to come with you? They're
Consensus,
kind of
what do you
just
think? I feel like we should be a little stealthy. I know you're hurting a little bit. You're kind of encumbered to some extent.
That would be one way to describe it.
Yeah. You miss a left. You gotta show.
However,
you guys could do this
anyone
like
we
you guys
leave
could
behind,
sorry. Go ahead.
we leave behind would just be twiddling their thumbs, so to speak.
True.
If they come with us, they could help, even stay behind and create some kind of support structure for our return, but
Yeah. I
smaller
honestly.
numbers also might not be a poor idea.
Yeah. No. I don't think we really want any more than 4 people. So I think we should probably take Elvesh.
I'll say there is like a armory in town and like it's not like stocked by any means, but there's like a furnace and a kiln.
Okay.
And
Oh,
like
man. What better place to make arms and legs?
Yes. Can
Give it a
consensus
try.
Good point.
can consensus repair himself?
you guys could have a day of rest before you go do this too, if you wanted to like
Yeah, that
Try
might not
and-
be a bad idea.
Yeah. Let's take a day of rest. We can take the consensus to the forge. See if there's any way to get him repaired,
cool.
and then we'll set
So
off.
we got that that armor of who's a what's it?
Oh yeah.
The last session we played. Is there a way I could like roll to convert that into a new limb?
For sure.
Cool.
Which armor was that? I honestly don't know what armor that was.
Well, I ended up giving it to somebody else because it was like light armor.
Oh, the shell armor? Yeah, shell armor. Is that what you're referring to?
Oh,
The one that had resistance to like holy or something like that.
Oh no, this one has the +1 against slashing and bludgeoning. So I think we're talking about something different here. I'm not sure what you're referring to, because Eutron found that shell armor from King Crab, dude. But that might be
Mhm.
something different from what you're referring to.
It is.
Okay.
Maybe you could use both of the armors.
Yeah, one for an arm, one for a leg.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, we have a lot of I have 3 magical items that I don't think me or anyone in the party is going to use. So if we could maybe like disenchant those items to help you get your limbs back to some extent, I'm totally down. So Utrum has that
Yeah.
shell armor and the coral blade. So if we could use those plus whatever armor you're referring to get your limb back, that's
I
cool.
got the trident of fish command too. If we need another one, I don't think it's gonna help us right now.
I mean, raw material's raw material.
Yeah,
True.
That's true. You could also try and make something that would like act as a makeshift core, so that you wouldn't have to be at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, like you could try and let's see. I'd say with the materials that are already in the forge, you could probably make yourself like a leg out of like steel or something. You could disenchant all those items that they gave you, and probably get enough residuum if you did this well enough to make some sort of thing that could retain a temporary structure. I'm thinking like it's residuum in a glass jar, a potion bottle, and it's kind of acting as like this sort of centrifuge, not centrifuge, but like
a patch for my power core.
Yeah, it's not
Like
it's
it won't
not
last
ideal,
forever.
but like you could refill this thing with magic items if you you're running on fuel basically.
Fuel made
Oh,
for
But it's dust.
I'm down for it.
you go from having a nuclear reactor to a fuel tank.
Right. But better than having no tank at all,
Exactly.
which is where we're currently at. Yeah, I'm down for it.
All right, cool. So that's, let's see, you got a bunch of dwarves who are like straight on the kiln. They're instantly like, if you don't want me to go, I'll just stay here. I'm really happy to just be here helping. I don't know what's going on here. I'm rather confused. But I would prefer to stay if that's possible. I don't want to be a traitor though. He's kind of just addressing you all.
Oh no,
You could
we're
stay
looking to
as
fix
long as you
our
can
buddy
help.
here. Yeah.
He goes, what do I do? What do I need? And he just starts helping you guys.
Each points to the consensus leg. We need to fix that.
Yeah,
We need help to work in the forge.
Him and Zhengang start working on a leg, and they get something rather nice. It doesn't necessarily fit with your style, but it's a workable leg.
It's better than a shovel.
True. It's way better than a shovel. So what items were you disenchanting?
So I had an idea about this that like I was thinking back on the core that we used for that our airship had. It was like fueled by an air elemental. Do you think we could make, I guess Xeno would be saying this to like consensus, but this is really a Pat question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you could make a chamber that could house an elemental to use as an energy source?
Absolutely.
If I were to summon
Absolutely.
an elemental
100%.
of the element type of your choice, since I actually do have all the components.
Does that go away though when you're done casting the spell? That's what I want to know.
I was wondering if it was trapped there, if it wouldn't, because it does, phase out after. I'm gonna pull up the spell. Duration is only up to an hour. I was just wondering if trapping it would do anything in that way, but
Sure. I'll say you can, if you want to, you can call forth an elemental servant of your choice, whichever type, and you guys together could by some means try and trap that if you wanted to. That's gonna be like, that will probably require more tools than you actually have right here. You can try it. You'll just probably it'll be like a first try sort of thing.
It feels dicey.
Also, I feel like you have like this sort of relationship with your elemental servants. So if you like trap a fire elemental, you might not get another fire elemental back. They might not send you one from the elemental plane of fire, you know?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Good
I
point.
got it. That's reasonable.
Like you make
King-
a contract, can't
Yeah.
hurt your summon.
Yeah,
So,
I mean
so-
that seems reasonable. I mean, you know, I could ask it. Like last time I got like
You get the idea that it's kind of like
yeah.
like
Not-
it's kind of
That's
like a
funny. Hey, do you
lifetime
mind being a
of
prisoner in my friend's body for a while? And by that I mean forever.
Well, it didn't need to be forever was the part that
It wouldn't need to be, but it might be. So like it could be a little while, it could be forever. Are you cool with that?
yeah, that would be a big ask.
Yeah, hard sell.
we might die. You might just be in his body for eternity. You know, you never know. You never know
hard
how
to
these
tell.
things go. Okay. So, what kind of
Wait.
items are we disenchanting here? What were you guys gonna give to the consensus? We'll say to run on a like to get him there and back, and probably a little bit more. You can probably disenchant. Let's see.
So I'm still down an arm, right? I have a new leg.
Yeah, you're still down an arm. Okay.
I have two items I can give.
You have.
So
You
I
need
have two magic-
3.
Okay, so
I
I have the
have
shell
one.
armor and the coral blade.
Okay.
We do have an air elemental statue, as Xeno looks in its bag, that was supposed to have magical properties that I'm not even like entirely sure it was like something completely useless.
I don't remember that shit. What was that
I
from?
mean, I remember like I found it
okay.
and then it went in the bag and it's in there.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Um,
got that a long time ago. I remember.
Um,
That's
Um,
cool.
So
Alright, well, do we
I'm
have
gonna
the
pull out
statue?
a whole like I think it's like a bust size statue of this like tornado-y air elemental.
Yeah, it's really abstract.
properly.
Like trying to portray
Out of a coin
like
purse.
trying to portray wind in like marble is like takes a true artist's touch. Like all of these like rippling like it's truly like a wonder. And Xeno just starts showing it off to you, but pulling this huge bust out of this bag.
Isn't it a fanny pack? Didn't we like say that it was the fanny pack?
We
of-
always called it one, but I don't necessarily know if
It's not a
that's,
fanny
like,
pack.
accurate.
I always thought of it as like a little coin purse that we just shove
Looks
huge
cool.
things
It doesn't
into.
look like fucking
That's
fanny.
like the obvious. That's like the extreme. I feel like. But
Like Mr. Saiyametsu pulls out his tiny like coin purse and he's like 1 penny, 2 penny, an elemental bust.
an elemental bust, rippling marble. Okay. So you guys
I got
are kind of resting
kind
here
of
for the
push
night,
man.
getting the forge going, fiery red hot. Let's see. So you got the three things to disenchant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, coral blade, shell armor, and then that statue Nathan was referring to, right?
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
Alright, I'm gonna delete
and
this off my sheet.
I'm not gonna make you roll for this because at this point you're just like you're a really good what are you?
Artificer?
Artificer, sorry. The word escaped me. You're a really good artificer. So like you're able to like proficiently like touch these objects and they kind of crumble to this like faint dust in your hand, most of which you blow aside and you see this like sparkly green shards which in your new hand you've affixed a small magnet so that you can grab this stuff pretty easily.
Let's have a hand now.
What'd you say?
So he has a hand and an arm now.
Yeah, they make you a hand and an arm. It takes most of the night, but
they put in a little magnet in there so that it can attract the residuum. So you pick it up off the ground or off the table, and you have enough for about, let's say, like a week, but you're really not sure how long or how permanent this will last. Also, glass inside of your bot, it's like if you had a better situation, but this will last you for a little bit.
It's just temporary.
It's temporary.
Yeah. Okay. It'll get you through this mission, Consensus. So hopefully.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping. Yep. All right. Well, shit. Yeah, I guess we'll after that we'll rest up, and then in the morning
Just
we'll
use
head
your
off.
soul.
Oh.
So
We're kidding, obviously. Had that been an option, we would have done it by now.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Future moves away with that station.
So
Ha ha.
Yeah, you're getting you're getting that sense of humor. I dig it.
Shiro.
Yes.
So the mayor of this town, the Bear Man, Avanth, he approaches you while you're outside, like just while you guys are kind of alone, and he says, "Just so you know, your brother resisted the torture for a very long time. He's very powerful."
I get on my knees and put my head on the ground, like bowing. Just, please forgive him. This isn't him. He's not this person. I keep my head down still.
Says, "Rise, child. No need for that.
Get up.
So, you are trying to break us free. That's great. Thank you."
Anything for my family. I've lived my majority of my life not having one. To know that there are others like me out there it's calming.
I agree. I find solace in knowing that maybe I have family in this world. I will tell you, though, your brother, they call him Jet. He is wearing a collar, a magical collar. They brought it in after the torture didn't work, and his power seemed to be almost rival that of your grandfather. They wanted to contain him while he was still young. You really do look like him, I'll admit. He looks away. If you need anything. And he pulls a scroll out, writes on it, and puts it on your door here. It's like kind of just like this blessing of protection.
Blessing of protection, baby.
And you guys have like the rest of the night. If you guys wanted to do anything, you may. But consensus, you're obviously like most of your night has been spent doing all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm occupied.
You're a little bit occupied.
I am but half a man.
Utrim is meditating. He meditates all night.
Hot.
Okay, gotcha.
I was going to maybe try and find like a quiet moment to talk to Jin Gang.
Okay. You are definitely able to. You can see some of your crew has moved back to the other house, and there's some of them just kind of sitting there, kind of cooking over a campfire, talking. You wave him down, and he approaches you through. He like walks through the rain and comes to you, and he bows to you and shows you the sign of respect, and he says, "Hello, friend. Could be more ideal, I guess."
I could imagine better situations to find ourselves in. I appreciate you continuing to help us in spite of what you saw. I wanted to apologize to you for not being forthright and letting you know my involvement with truth. And kind of like just like turn my head down and just like look back up at him, and it's my fault that Dragon Spear was destroyed, and it's my fault that we found our way here.
He says, "No, it's not your fault Draco Ridge is destroyed.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's... There has been meddling from the very beginning, I'm sure. I think you put a lot of weight on this and on yourself. Xeno, you're forgiven. Let's just get out of this alive."
It's raining, so I'm not crying.
You definitely see he's like, I'm not crying either. It's raining. It's raining.
Yeah, it's raining. Off.
It's good rain. Good. The rain is. Yeah, but hey, I guess you're not. We have to stay here. He goes, "So, what do you want to talk about?"
Can we show up and look at Xeno? Can I talk to you?
Of course. I'm gonna like.
Guys, I gotta be right back. 1 second, okay?
Yep.
You can do. Feel free to guide the scene however you may.
Oh, Pat
Okay.
needs to be there for this. I'm guessing Zhang Yang walks off.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna like, embrace the man and our fortitude of not crying. And bow as the exit, walk over with Shirui, and wait for Pat to hear.
Nah, we don't gotta wait for Pat.
I
Fuck
did.
Pat.
Oh yeah, I rolled a bunch of 20s in a row, and oh man,
Dude, we
Oh
just,
man.
the town's okay now. We did it, guys.
oh yeah, good work fixing the
Yeah.
problem from the narrative, you guys.
Yeah,
We
I
solved
rolled-
the
I
curse,
rolled 4 double 20s at disadvantage.
and we
Whoa,
made
wait,
the.
Hold on, you guys can't do that. Wait.
We all rolled
A
We
time
all rolled-
wizard jumps in and reverts everything back to before.
Oh, but I made a gun that makes me cast wish when I shoot it. Oh dang.
Oh dang.
I shoot 40 wishes a second.
My wish magazine is full.
That would be an awesome campaign.
Oh my god, would it? I don't think it would.
No, that campaign would suck. You're right.
It'll be over very quickly.
All right, guys.
I mean,
No-
you would
no
just
wish
have to
guns.
go really, really free form with it, and it would still go really quickly.
Shoots real fast.
It shoots real fast.
Hey Pat, real quick, if me and Consensus were to go outside of the town and like if we are well rested, do we lose that exhaustion?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hot bet.
Nice.
Uncle Zeno, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about for a while now. Uncle.
What's that? I'm not gonna call you nephew. What's that, Shiroi?
That when you brought me back, that was the first time anyone's ever kissed me before. Besides
Zeno
my
just. All right, so full on double take. Zeno was
Look at Pat.
just finished.
It's not that I liked her or anything, it's just
Oh, jeez.
no one's ever kissed me before. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel weird. Is this normal?
Hey man, you might
Great.
dig it. Hey, if you like dudes, that's cool.
Elvesh
Sorry, I
steps
just
out and
Cut out
says,
real quick, but I was
"Just
back.
you should explore this. Just just think about how you're feeling right now. You're confused, right?
Where'd you come from, Elvesh? I thought we were alone.
Hey,
I'm not
you see that rain over there? I'm all around you. So listen up, Sonny.
Well, remember a while back when Grandpa Saimetsu went in that room with that lady by himself?
Me too.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
I guess this happened
You guys-
before I met you.
You guys kept talking about the sex and stuff, and then a couple weeks ago, Yitro was talking about a jackamulet. What is that?
So
Consensus turns
Zeno
his
just,
ears
like-
off.
Zeno just like looks around and sees no possible form of escape. Well, Shiroi, I guess it's time I told you about the Aarakocra and the bees. When a papa dragon loves a mama dragon very much, they he sticks it to her.
That's right.
Sticks.
Nice.
And Shirui, let's see. Roll an insight check.
Sticks it to her.
Let me tell you about the birds and the bees. And...
Yeah, you're at disadvantage.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. This all seems to make sense.
He sticks it to her.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
where, and that's where the babies come from.
And that's where the babies come from.
Okay.
Yeah. So while semen can mean semen sometime.
Oh yeah,
Other
I have a
times-
semen.
It's also a hilarious word that you can say.
Sea man.
Well, you
Oh,
see, man,
Sea man.
when he sticks it to her real good, a bunch of little semen come out of his pants and make the babies for him.
They swapped the deck. They clear it out.
Hey Elvesh, this is what you were doing with the queen. You were giving her the stick it.
he just, his eyebrows are just rapid firing, going up and down. You just see him.
And she made the babies with your pants semen?
He goes, well, that's complicated. Let's move on to a different topic.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling me all this. Now I feel like I understand it.
So,
I guess one day maybe I'll find a nice woman and give her the stick it in my pants semen.
So
Fuck me, this sucks.
Dude, it's so romantic. Oh my god, Shuri, he's learning.
He's
good.
learning.
He's learning.
I should have
him,
said that
he's-
in my voice. I should've-
Yeah, you should have.
All of my souls hate this.
Okay.
Wow, cross that off your list. Was that one of your goals?
Yes.
Ugh.
That was
That
one
was
of his goals to level up. He had to have the talk.
Talk, yeah, dude. Yeah.
So everyone
man.
feels a little bit uncomfortable, but
He grew up in the woods by
Clearly.
himself with one like a family for
One
like
magazine.
a family for 4 years, and then the rest of his years, pervy old grandpa. So like, he doesn't know.
true.
He don't know.
You
I'm
don't
sorry
know.
saying that Shuri was being hidden from the world for many, many years.
Yeah, you're not like an isolationist.
Yeah.
yeah, you a country bumpkin.
Yes, I am the backwoods
Right.
of the backwoods. Okay.
So I
Shuri
realized
skips off and goes to bed.
Okay.
that was also like gonna be my easy goal, but I hadn't exactly solidified what I wanted as a hard goal. I can make up another one if since I didn't send you any confirmation.
yeah,
I just left,
yeah.
like Payne and Josh.
Yeah, you can
But
think
I'll-
about it. Think about
Yeah.
it.
My goals will probably be coming next session.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think your
I'll-
goals will
I'll
become
related-
more
it's
apparent
related.
after this session.
Yeah, it's related to the campaign, so I'm kind of gonna go with it for now. And then
Okay.
next week I'll.
I feel like Shiri's other goal right now would be to help his like newfound kin, but that's not really something that I can do, and I like to rely on consensus in Yitram and these other peoples to accomplish something for me seems kind of like a cop out.
Yeah, I was kind of like my two. I was sort of thinking of were like talking to Jing Gang and Grandeur about truth. I might aim it more towards Grandeur, and then like getting us to safety or to like out of out of the dragon's nest.
Out of
Yeah.
out of Nanjin. Yeah.
Well, we can figure it out after.
But
Yeah. Hey, Yitram. Josh?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
What's up?
as you're like kind of meditating for the night,
Yep.
You hear a little like voice in your head.
Okay.
You hear, attention, do you come in? Do you read me? Dude, hello? Is
Hey,
this thing
oh my
on?
God. Is
Can
this
you hear
Roar?
me?
Is this Roar?
Oh, hey, dude, what's up, dude?
Oh my God, Roar, what are
Hey,
you
it's
doing in my
me, it's
meditation?
Roar.
I'm trying to be
here.
peaceful, man. Okay, hey,
Sorry,
what's up?
dude.
What are you doing?
I didn't catch you like when you're doing anything. You know.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, you're good. Nothing important, man. I'm just chilling. What's up? What's up? Roar?
Dude, long time no see. How did the Duval go? I mean, we haven't seen you since. Dude, I mean, like, your camels, they actually came back. We got your deposit. But
No shit, okay.
yeah, dude, seriously, dude, where have you
Yep.
guys been though? It's been like 6 months or something. It's like,
6 months? Oh my God.
6 months.
Okay,
dude, where are you
All right,
guys?
Roar.
Who's that in
just
the
bear with-
background?
Roar.
I could see someone in the background. Who is that?
Yeah, dude, it's no one. Don't worry about it. Roar. Okay, We've had a little bit of issues with like time dilation. We're a little discombobulated. So it's been. He said it's been 6 months since the last time I've seen you. Is that correct?
Dude, things are not going good here. This is not a
my
good
God.
place to be. I'll be real.
Oh.
Dude, I mean, Saimetsu showed up like yesterday. He showed up. He was really serious, and he was like, "Listen, Lincoln, come with me." He's like, "Or come with me," and then they just like jumped into a portal, and then went somewhere. They left.
Okay. Well, just to let you know what's been going on with us, we were in the Doom Vault. Then we were transported to a different plane. We were on a ship. Oh my God, tons of shit. A lot of stuff happened. We're all okay at the moment. Some of our party members are kind of stuck. We're trying to get them out. Oh my God, I'm a little overwhelmed. I was just chilling, meditating, and then you kind of butt in.
I'm sorry, dude. I know.
It's good.
I'm sorry, but I was like, I thought you were dead because like we hadn't heard from you in so long, and then also like things are just not going good here. Like, so
Give me the details. What's going on?
Okay, I'm telling you, Shirley's the guy, the old one, the demon. Well, some angels came around and they started looking for you guys.
Oh my God. Okay.
So did they were like, well, we don't see, we don't see the guy, but we see like a guy that looks like the guy. So like they took him up and they rounded him up and they brought him to the city. And also that's where we're going to because we're getting captured. We're actually being captured right now.
City? Wait, Falinay? Wait, which city?
Talcata.
Talcata?
We're being dragged there, dude. We
Oh
need your
my
help.
God. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Eutrum collects his thoughts.
Dude,
And
we had like a whole story. It was rad as hell, dude. And you didn't even get to see it.
I'm sorry.
It
I'm
was
so
a whole
sorry.
thing, dude.
We got Roar. I understand where you're frustrated. I know where you're coming from, but we've gone through a lot of shit. You got to bear with me here. Let me collect my thoughts. Ooh. All right. Eutrum starts to have a small panic attack.
You just hear it. He says, "All right, we'll be in touch, dude. Okay. All right."
Yeah, okay. I'll get back to your Roar. Okay. Eutrum's
He
gonna
goes,
like
"Get your hands
immediately-
off me!" You see him like.
All right. Eutrum is going to relay this message to everyone in the party. He's going to wake them up if they are asleep. Just let them know that Roar and the rest of the party that Roar was with is in deep shit, and they obviously need our help. I guess holy shit, I didn't get that many details before we disconnected.
Well, at that knowledge, I could pull out my crystal ball and cast scrying on him.
Well, shit, yeah. If I relay that message and you feel the need to do that, definitely do that. See what's going on.
I mean, if we're kind of in a rest state, there's no real reason not to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah.
So you want to
same-
scry
same
on
range
more?
of
Yeah.
distance as you. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, but
Okay.
if you know the target well, the save modifier is -5.
Okay. Yeah, he fails.
Okay, so then I can see him.
Okay,
So you see
Zeno,
him. He's in a
what's going
glass
on?
jar. A giant has just like picked him up and put him in a little glass jar. You see, you see around him, there's
10
like,
feet.
okay, you can see it kind of just looks like shadowy, like almost like everything is black, but you just see this one little spotlighted scene, and you see.
No, 10 feet's how far I am. I guess I can see the area.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Well,
and
you see
anyone
this
who
one.
can see
You see
an
this one little
invisible
scene
object.
here. You see they're out in the middle of the town, this dusty, deserty town, and he's being like grabbed and put into a jar, and you can see that there's like a big cart that they're being like drug onto, and you see like You turn around, you see through his eyes or something like that, you can see Skronk, and you see your other dwarven friend. Sorry, I forgot his name.
Doran.
Doran. And they are they're being manacled, shackled. And you can see you see off in the distance, I'll say, you see these giants, and they're like trying to bust open the doors to the Scarlet Discipline. These great iron doors, they're like ramming it with like these big like barricade or what do you call them? Just like big poles. It's just like busting them open or whatever. And that's all you see.
Okay.
No, Zeno, did you get any details? How's it looking for Roar? Can they hold on for a little bit?
I relay.
Okay.
Well, hopefully the Scarlet Discipline can kick some ass. We'll have to, check in on Roar.
We definitely need to
It
keep
looks like I'm
contact with
stuck
them.
here.
Okay.
I'll be keeping track of our boys.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, since me and Consensus and the rest of the party, or some of the other crewmates, are gonna be going in the morning here, just definitely keep an eye on Roar. Stay up to date with him. Make sure nothing goes ill. If anything goes ill, is there any way for you? Wait, is there any way for them to contact us when we go out? I guess there isn't. Is there?
Well, he managed to contact you.
Yeah, he did. But I was meditating. I don't know if that affects anything.
Well, maybe I'll see if I can work towards some kind of communication through between both of our powers, if I'm trying to keep track of him.
For sure. Yeah, I definitely want to make sure they're okay.
I'll let you know when we're all getting out of this town safe, thanks to your hard work, Yitram.
Thank you. So Yitram goes back to, he's just gonna call it and sleep for the rest of the few hours he has, and then he'll be good to go in the morning with the Consensus, and we can set off.
Cool. All right. So, you guys lay yourselves to rest. Zeno, you have this vision. You are looking through the eyes of grandeur.
Okay.
As you're swimming through the astral sea. You see old Blackfin. And you get the idea that this is a snapshot of what happened. You're looking at the situation that happened from a different angle, as like almost this after image, this arcane after image. And you're looking at it through Granger's eyes as you see truth rise up from underneath, and you feel physically, like these fangs set into your neck. You instinctually wake up, and you feel like on either side of your neck you see like there's like actually holes, and you're like starting to like bleed a little bit. And you realize you haven't contacted Granger, and he speaks to you. He says, Zeno, I am dying.
You're dying? How is there anything that can be done?
He says, I've protected the last of my power. This is light incarnate. Hold it close. Protect it. Never let it go out. And you just like feel grandeur, like you hear the voice disappear from you, and you feel the fangs that, like, the holes in your neck heal up, and you feel yourself like begin to be imbued with power.
Okay.
And let's see, what level are you now?
I'm 11.
You're level 11. You go up 2 levels.
Holy
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh my
But this is
god.
this is
Is
the
it
last.
temporary?
This is the last of his power. So you can take 2 more levels in Warlock after this. But this is the last of Granger's power as he fades, and you get these visions again. Your eyes go black of the 2 dragons, brothers, locked in eternal combat, like spinning around each other. One falls, and now what little power is left is transferred to you.
Okay, so I'm level 13 now.
You're level 13, and you can take 2 more levels now in Warlock. You can get up to 15, but at that point, you will have to find either a different patron,
Yeah.
or like, because that's all the power you have.
That's it. He's gone.
Yeah.
your loan is at max. You have almost
Well-
paid off your loan, actually, I guess.
Wait,
Yeah,
where's
I
the
mean,
good
it
place to get
sounds
You
some
no
like-
longer have
cash
a
now?
basically you no longer have a patron. You have a patron's power that's been given to you. Like, you've inherited the power, but the being that inherited the power to you is no longer alive.
Yeah. So,
So-
I actually don't have to pay off my loan.
And you hear one last voice that tells you to shit. I forgot the
It tells you to shit.
I can do that. I'm already
it
shitting
says-
myself.
Seek Audrin, and then that's like it.
See, can you spell this name?
Yeah, it's AUDREYN. And you know this to be the last person, the person who hailed Granger's power before you, the one other person to call upon Granger. And like he kind of says, like he says that question, basically, like he alludes to that question you asked me about truth, and then says like seek Audrin, and then disappears, fizzles out.
Okay. Okay. That was crazy. Poor Granger. Xeno's gonna like, man, everyone who's not in Hell's Dawn that Xeno's ever cared about has been killed by truth.
Mm-hmm.
What a bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna walk outside into the rain and not cry.
Oh man.
You're making
As,
us cry too much,
Dude,
Matt.
AKA I cry on the inside.
Yeah, I wake up feeling powerful and sad.
so sad. It really is sad though, because like Xeno has such a tragic story where you kind of have always been searching for that sort of power, and you know, through different people you've kind of been led down this path of poor choices, and you know, you've survived it barely with the protection of this guy, your kind of sage, your person who's giving you power, your protector. But now you kind of have to make
He gave me my body, man.
Yeah.
He gave me everything.
So you have to make choices for yourself now, and you've become the master. That being said, you can still harness the power a little bit more. There is kind of that last little bit.
I can get better at using what he's given me.
Tap into that last little bit of the energy he's given you, for sure.
Yep. All right. Goddamn. I'm level 13. Shit.
Ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, once Xeno's done not crying, he's gonna you know, spend some time writing and, you know, deepen thought. And let us move on to whoever else has things.
Did anyone else die?
Who else
Not yet.
died while we were sleeping?
That's it. That's
Who
it.
else died?
I guess can I check in on Roar in the morning? Maybe
Sure.
before Yitram leaves, give him an update. On
Yeah,
the
Roar
status of
like
the boy.
Roar like calls you or whatever. He like messages you. He goes, "What's up, dude? Dude, things are not good here, Xeno. Hey, listen. I'm trapped inside a thing. We're going across the desert, and they're not telling us where we're going. Also, it's really dark."
Wow.
True.
Well, I'm sorry we're so
Where are
far
you
away.
guys?
Well, we're in we're back in Nanjing.
Dude, what the hell, dude?
Well,
True.
see,
What the
What
hell?
the fuck?
we didn't really intend to
Dude,
be
I'm
here.
pissed right now, dude. I'm so
Dude.
pissed. I'm so
No!
you hear him punch his fists against the little tiny by the way, for people who don't know, Roar is a pixie. So he is a tiny little pixie with like a little beard and like in light blonde hair, and he just kind of like he's kind of like the nerd. And he like punches, he's like punching the glass. He's like, dude, I'm so pissed right now, dude. If
He's a beast.
Yitram, when we were passing through that portal, our ship got torn in half by
oh wow,
my
torn
old
in half.
DVD
Wow,
crew.
heard that one before.
and we ended up here. Why don't do you know Scry? Because if you look at where I am right now,
I bet it's better than where I am.
I mean, you're in a smaller box than I am, but I still can't leave where I am. I'm on a cursed land that doesn't allow people with dragon blood to leave this town.
All right, dude. Well, I got an idea actually.
You got an idea?
Yeah, that's what I said. I got an idea, dude.
Yeah,
listen.
Let's hear it.
Dude, listen to my idea, okay?
I ain't got shit.
Okay, everyone, just listen.
Hey.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
My idea is once they get me in, I'm sure like they're just gonna put me behind some basic ass
like fucking pixie stone, like some moonstone or something to block out my pixie powers or something. Well, lo and behold, I've been mastering the arcane arts while they've been, trying to master the art of bars. So guess what? I think I could break out of them and try and, dude, I think I'm gonna try and like get to the summoning circle. I could try and portal you guys here. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna have to like try either escape or, I mean, they're probably gonna not enjoy the fact that I'm God, but look at me,
Probably not.
All right, dude. I mean, we're like still in the desert, so I don't really even know what they're gonna do with me. I don't know. I mean, like these motherfucking giants, dude. I swear, I'm pissed. You just hear him like punch the glass and hang up.
All right. I guess I will inform Yitram of the plight of Roar when we're.
Yeah, Eutrum
Wait,
takes it
no.
to heart. Dude. Okay.
Roar's
yeah.
pissed.
Oh, you saw Senhyo too. Senhyo was also he was being grappled by multiple giants.
That's Brent's character. He's a sumo wrestler.
All right, so you hear them tell you that Yami, Senhyo, Skronk, Roar, and Doran have all been taken. You heard that Saimetsu arrived a day previous, took Orjit and Lincoln, and left.
Okay.
Cowards.
Seems like Saimetsu might have known something was up.
It sounds like Saimetsu might have read something he shouldn't have.
Maybe.
I guess
We
we'll
will
see.
find out.
Yeah.
I want some heavy consensus Yitram time.
Oh yeah, we will definitely get some consensus Yitram time. So you guys finish the rest of your long rest. You wake up, and because of the protection that's been put on your door, you guys are able to sleep at night without exhaustion. But you go to the front door and you see the little charm that's been put on the door, and it's like soiled and like it's black and it's like shrunken, and you can see like it's like a one-time use, and it kind of crumples to dust and floats away as you touch it.
Yep. Okay. All right. So wait, is it morning?
Oh, I had one more thing I wanted to do before it became morning time. Shirui.
Yeah. You gonna kill my mom?
Huh?
So you
Oh,
gonna kill
God.
my
Don't go
mom?
so
I'm at the
negative,
Game of Thrones.
Shirley.
I'm at the Red Wedding. Your ass.
Dude, no.
She
I'm
dead. She
I
dead.
give you
dude.
like 90 family members and then I kill them all at once.
You can't tell me what to do. My parents are dead.
No, but Elvesh approaches you, Shirui,
Okay.
and he says, "Do you still have the snake?"
The snake talisman?
Yes.
No, I gave it to let's call him Markiku. What's his fucking character's
Sal.
name? Sal. I gave it to Sal.
You gave the... Did you have another one? A different one?
Senhyo has the talisman of the bull.
He grabs you by your like your collar. He says,
Let go of me!
listen, I don't think you're taking this serious enough. Says he like lets you go and you fall. He
Aren't
says,
there more things at stake than just these talismans?
it's always been about the talismans. He says, that talisman is your ticket into this tournament. Did you know that? Did anyone tell you that?
No, no one's ever told me anything about them.
The Sphinx didn't tell you that?
No. All I've ever known is that each one
12 teams.
encapsulates some animal.
12 teams enter. They are 4-man teams each. And I guarantee at least 3 of them will be from your grandfather. Fighters that your grandfather has trained. I mean, it's clear that's what he's doing here.
Elvish, where are the other teams coming from? Are they from this plane?
Probably not. I mean, if I was a leader in hell, I would probably get a smorgasbord of demons from all kinds of terrible places.
But I mean, are there teams like us that wouldn't be under his control? Like,
He says, he
teams
nods.
of elementals.
He says, there are 12 teams that will enter. Whoever has the talismans come that time will qualify.
All of the talismans, or just
Whoever
one?
has a talisman.
Oh my gosh, Elvish, what happens when a team wins, be it my grandfather or not? What becomes of Nanjin?
It becomes theirs. They control this land. They can do with it what they will. And the gods allow it.
Has anyone ever won before? Was that what the original Great Cataclysm was?
He nods. He looks off like and nods. Says,
What was
yeah.
the last team to win?
No doubt the reason why your plans are shaped with the animal effigies they use. It is said that those native will come together and protect their land, just like they did before. But I'm sure the angels will have some sort of amount of teams. I'm just throwing ideas out there. I feel like if you wanted to control the world, this would be your time. Try. You'd have to be
I
strong.
don't want to control anything.
If you want to protect the world, this is your time to try.
Then we need to find those talismans again.
We
Find
need a
our key.
talisman. I know.
Well, Senhyo has one, and if he's within,
I
with the
never met
other-
your friend Senhyo. You say he has a talisman.
he had
It
the
might
bull
be useful to
talisman.
have 2 teams going into this tournament. I mean, the more teams, the better chance we have at winning this thing, right?
You're right. Maybe there were others that I used to travel with, Scorn and Zahir. Maybe if we find the rest of them, then we can have another team.
Oh,
Elvish, do you know where any of the other talismans are? Surely these other teams would have some.
I don't.
Are there
But
12 total?
I'm sure any that your father holds, your grandfather holds, are in the deepest pit of hell. wherever he could hide them. I imagine those who are attempting to find or hold on to talismans at this point, those people will have to be very powerful to even qualify.
Elvesh, how long do we have?
Says, looks up at the sky as like a great dragon flies over. You can see he says, probably just a year now.
We were gone for too long. I'm afraid we've run out of time. That can't be enough. There's still so much we have to do. Whatever you think we need to do, Elvesh, please.
Yeah, I'll be thinking about it. Hey, well, get some sleep. He goes in. He says, oh, by the way, don't listen to any of that shit that Zeno said. Just find yourself somebody that you really like and just kind of, hang out with them for a little while. And he like goes inside, kind of leaves you out there. And we'll say we come up on a very dusty, dark morning, where the sun does not even rise. It is boggy, and you walk outside, and it's like, the air is putrid. It is warm, and as you walk, it like drains the energy of you. You guys get to the edge of town, and you begin to walk through the gates, exiting the town. Anything you guys want to do before you leave?
Spent all night doing what I wanted to do.
Cool. All right, you guys travel down the road for about 3 hours, and you start to feel like you're going the wrong way. Give me a survival check.
Everyone?
That's both you guys.
Right. Oh, advantage.
Are you still
Survival.
disadvantaged? I thought we got a real rest.
No, not at disadvantage. Just this is normal roll.
Oh no, I don't have. I only have an arm and a leg. I don't have a proper power source yet.
Gotcha.
But it's cool. I got a 16.
16. Right on. Let's see. With a 16, you managed to find your way out of the mountain pass that leads down into the hills of just beside a forest. You see at the edge of town, you see smoke burning at a campfire and a old dilapidated tower that shoots into the sky about 30-40 feet. You're about I'd say 100 feet from it, and there's like this big pool of like mucky, stingy water, and you kind of have to like if you there's kind of like a couple ways you could take this. Do you guys want to be stealthy? You could take the path around the outside, or you could go along the road if you wanted to try and just play yourself off as like somebody passing by. you don't really see any movement of people. You just see a campfire. I think that's all you see. There's a bog in between you and the tower.
Wait, who was this in reference to? I'm sorry, I lost track here.
This is you guys. This is Consensus and Yitram. You guys set out with a small crew. There, we'll say you have we'll say, because you guys wanted to go stealthy, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Just
I
to whatever
said
extent we could, yeah.
I'll let you guys choose who you want to go with you. Okay. You have.
I would. Okay, so I would prefer Elvesh.
Okay, Elvesh will come with
Elvesh. Yep. Fuck.
you. There's the elven male. There's the orc. There's the Leonin, who's like this lion folk. There's the goblin. And then there's the bullywug. And then there's the human female.
Let's go with the elf and the lion dude.
Okay.
I think they're probably the most stealthy out of the whole group. That's just how I take it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're traveling with Elvesh, Urson Silverpome, and Hogdig's Brightheart.
Okay.
As you guys approach, you take cover in a small brush of bramble, and have to kind of just duck while like some dragon riders pass overhead. You can see now, off in the distance, they're using these dragons as like beasts of burden, and there's adult dragons that they're like using to like burn parts of the mountainside, and they have like people who are like in there hitting like slaves who are basically like hitting the rocks of the mountainside and bringing it into chunks. You can see they're collecting this black stone.
Okay.
And you kind of just have to duck and hide like while some of them pass carrying some of those objects.
Everyone keep it down. Stay close to the ground.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. 15.
11.
11. Okay. Cool. You guys approach the dilapidated tower. You see that there's a small campfire coming from the inside. You don't hear anybody moving or see anybody when you peek your head over. What do you do?
Real quick, did we ever get a description? A description of Shojiro from that old lady?
He's a rat.
Yeah, he's a fucking rat, dude. Holy shit.
I would imagine that we did. I don't think they would.
Yeah, I would assume we did.
Yeah, definitely.
I just want to verify. Okay.
We were just so jacked for murder that we didn't even ask what he looked like.
Hell
You're like,
dude.
yeah, who is he? I don't even care. Rip his arms off.
We're gonna come
What was his
fucking
name?
kill him.
Dennis? Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna snub his nose. All right.
So Yitram is looking out for anyone who fits the description of a Shojiro.
Okay. You don't see anybody.
See anyone? Do we see anyone like that might be his underling or a companion?
Make a perception check.
Okay. 18 plus. Non-natural 23.
Damn.
Nice. Okay. We'll say you see some figures that are beginning to approach.
Okay.
And as they approach, You can see there's 6 or 7 of them, and as they approach, you see them enter the tower at the front door, a ramshackle wooden door, and then you go and look about 2 feet. You go across the outside of the rubble tower, and you just like look on the inside to see what they're doing, and it's empty.
Holy shit. Okay. All right. So whatever I was looking for, I checked it out, and everything's fucking empty. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Eastrom takes a step back. He's going to relay the information to the rest of the crew. He's going to also describe the details he was given about Shojiro, just so everyone knows what he looks like and what to look out for.
Mm-hmm.
And for now, we're gonna fall back just a teensy bit and remain very stealthful. Damn, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Okay, well, you just think about what you want to do, and we'll just jump over to these other guys who are in the on the outskirts of Shino-kuro village. What are you guys doing?
Helping out my family any way I can. Maybe I'm just cleaning up. Maybe I'm helping Granny move around.
You're like helping get like clothes washed. There's like a big pot, a big stew, like clay pot, which this pig lady, whose name is her name is Shine. She's like just stirring this giant thing. She's up on like kind of like a step stool and like over with like a giant thing, and you look into it and it smells awful, and as you mention it, she's like, well, good, it's clothes, and she's like stirring, cleaning clothes. You see there's people who are like kind of just cutting down trees outside, trying to like rebuild some of the town. You've kind of like brought this kind of life into the town, and I don't know if it's like the fact that all these souls were just kind of like beginning to dwindle, and it's like this collective community that's kind of, you guys are shouldering each other, and you're quite literally bringing life to these people. You see these people, they look years younger just by having this contact, whether it's magical or just the actual physical communication. You're not too sure, but we will pick up next week, and that's where we'll pick up as half of our team attempts to find our fucking rat friend who's pulling the strings, and save the other half of our party who's stuck inside of a giant magical bubble.
It's stuck inside a mountain.
He's stuck inside a mountain. All right, guys.
Oh, dang.
We'll see you next week. Until then, be cool.